back. Festive period's over. I'll be honest, a little tough, obviously, with everything going on with me in the last year and coming to grip with life and how things just keep moving on. I hope everyone is well. There's that time of the year, champion of the year list. Now, I feel like, to be honest, I seem to hit a little better than the panel, and I'm not being big-headed, but there's always this idea of it's an old proverb. It's a camel is a horse with the input of a committee. So you know what the answer is, but you have everyone who's throwing in their ideas, and your horse, your stallion, becomes this multi-purpose, ugly, long-necked desert machine. I'm saying that to say that I'm pretty confident with this list being a pretty accurate one, at least. There's definitely some that people may have not considered, and there'll be stuff that maybe I've not considered, but I'm very confident about this list. But let's talk about it.
They don't know if it's DZ or DZ. They go up. Did it bally, no bally. People, they see me with CC, or they eye me like Kaale. I bring mine in the party. Can I vibe with your Coty? Caesar Milani. I'm the best with a doggy. How you gonna test me, a nani? And I'm here west with a Marley. Wallahi. Draw for Salang, I don't for Italian tardy. I got both like Bobby and Bobby. Hardy and Hardy. Lardy the Dardy. Plus a plug is my charge. You best mind your walk with your shot.
Hey, so to break this down, right? This year has been a very interesting year in battle rap in general. I have to try and set up some sort of ground rule at least. At least? Who am I? Scooby-Doo? At least set up some ground rules, okay? Obviously, it's my list. I've had no one really telling me any different. This is kind of what I've observed. I've had everyone's year laid out, and other people that haven't been all laid out, different scores, different levels, taken out, all of this, just a big juggle, right? I'm not putting anyone from the UK here. To know that I would put people from the UK here, but I'm probably going to be part of the UK Battle of the Year panel, and I don't want to spoil that. So I'm not putting anyone from the UK here, and it's going to be a two-part video, so I'll go through honourable mentions, going to go through up to 11, and a part 2 will come out the week after, which with from 10 to 1, and just as a little breakdown. So with that being said, let's get fired into it. This sounds weird. It's like the honorable mention. like they didn't even make the honorable mention, but this year has been so good for a lot of battle rappers that just to throw their name into the mix, it's worth bringing them up. So the two that I want to bring up that aren't honorable mentions, but probably could have been, you know, if push come to shove, Rosenberg, Raw, Loso. I think both of them have had good years. They just didn't end their years totally as they should. Loso could have had the Mike P battle. Rosenberg, I think he battled someone called Steel, but could have had another one after that Shayna performance. It wasn't the best, but he definitely made an impact. Like, they both made impact. Loso in that 48-hour incredible performance versus Reverse, they deserve their names mentioned, but they didn't make the honorable mentions because there's other people too. That being said, I'll go in order. So if I say honorable mention 3, I mean the first one, okay? So honorable mention 3, right? Just in there, Lou Castro. Now, there was a big thing with Lou Castro, especially a lot of bloggers saying, oh yeah, Lou Castro doesn't win, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. I think a lot of people aren't paying attention to Lou Castro. I think that's the main thing. If it's not on the big league, then it doesn't get attention. It's shite because it's a narrative pushed by a lot of bloggers because he's been putting in work all year. Whether he's won every single one, maybe not. But he's put in work the whole year. So I've got him there as an honourable mention. The Bizzle performance is like the highlight. Being in the building and seeing how it happened, and him versus Marv 1, there's other battles. He's had quite a lot. The 2-on-2s that he'd won, he beat Clips and DNA on a 2-on-2, which you would never think anyone could. So I think that's quite impressive. But unfortunately, like the Swamp battle, bro, he won it because Swamp choked. But the fact that people are saying that he didn't win it when Swamp choked is a bad look, and he needed some more names involved in there, just a bit more, just before becoming in that 20. But he did really well. Danny Myers, honorable mention number 2. The work rate's incredible. It's like 40 something battles. Like you were totally a shoe-in for champion of the year. Then you have to consider that there was actually quite a lot of losses. Like it wasn't all lullabies and butterflies, and it wasn't all of that. There was losses in them battles. It's a fucking ridiculous list. But he didn't win every single one. And when you're playing a numbers game like that, I know you could battle 40 times, lose 2, and you should get champion of the year still. But it was a significant number. I'm gonna say it as a quote. Danny Jack put you off, Coty 2023. On to the next one. Death the Kid. Shout out Death and shout out Tony, bro. Death put in work this year with the FEBOU battle when it came to the mullet shaving, putting in promotions and being in the blue room, battling XL. Like he's put in work this year. He's only not on it just because there's so much talent above, and I think the OPPA battle was a bit of a handling pause. But Death the Kid, he's set up for a really good year next year, and I just want to see it go. I want to see it go further. The JC battle as well, like he had on 2 weeks' notice. Like, just I look forward to Death vs DNA. Crazy to say I'm looking forward to DNA battle. If DNA's battling, I think he's still to do the Death battle before anything else. But yeah, it's crazy times. An extra honorable mention, just an extra one. I had them in my list and I've changed them around a bit because it's still an ongoing list. Like honorable mention. This is the very top. Like I would swap between number 20 and this one if I was, I could easily swap them. Honorable mention, Asameen. Great year, but that Suge performance just put a damper on everything, didn't it? Like, really put a damper. Put in work this whole year. I think he probably could have done with 1 or 2 more battles, with the Arsenal battle and the Clean battle, Ghost Prem. He earned that Rum Nitty spot, like from the promo. Just the Suge battle was an actual. Tried his best in the second, but Shotgun Suge just does what Shotgun Suge do. Right, on to the 20. Let's go. Coming in number 20. B Magic, motherfucker. The show arrived. What a year for B Magic. Can we just sit and just go, what a year? Like, B Magic is on a return to form. He's not quite. He could be higher. He could be higher. Definitely. That's one of those ones I could have put up possibly 16, 17 maybe. Like, he could have been up a few spots. But I think for B Magic, he's on a return to form now. There's still a few battles that he did lose, but he's not slacking in any battle at all. And he is taking good competition. Multiple times in the blue room. I think the Arsenal and the Coach Corleone battle were great battles. Facing off against Emerson Kennedy, like he just put in work. The Low Pesci battle in Canada, Nestle, like he's had a good year. Like we can't play that he's not had a good year. I just want to see him keep going, keep the momentum going. If he needs to do a couple of rematches or something, he just this is a B Magic that I've loved to see more of. I've loved this year for him. I've loved this year, and I just need more. Be Magic, motherfucker. Right. 19, OPPA. OPPA, iBATTLE champion. He's kind of, you know, it's a blonde, lol. He's kept himself right. He's battled everyone he's needed to battle. The A-Ward battle was a great battle that happened more recently. A-Ward kind of put the work on him. That's why he's 19. The Rum Nitty battle is just an incredible battle. And the big performance versus Death the Kid for the headband man. Like that third round from OPPA is probably one of the best rounds of the year.
My dad was a black belt in Ishinru. You know, chops and kicks and such. Wasn't no Karate Kid shit either. He really lived this stuff. When me and my mom found his dead body, it was this abrupt, no warning signs. Overnight, my whole life, I had to switch it up. Everything since he died been a blur in my mind. Specific dates, moments, I kind of mix them up. All I know is I really turned into Daniel's son. I lost my father, put on a headband, and started fucking niggas up. This is it. I lost my father, put on a headband, and started fucking niggas up. I learned death is inevitable. Ain't no quick escape. I tried running from it. Tried trying to forget the day. And every reminder of it has shown me it was a big mistake. The feeling I get when I hear y'all talking about brick by brick is rage. Because he was a carpenter. And brick by brick is how he built the foundation of the house in which I live today. Life reminds me of that topic.
That was crazy.
Life reminds me of that topic so much. I can't tell if it's a sign to confront it or a sign I'm going insane off it. He was Tim Saunders. I'm Tim Saunders. They put a different type of pain on it. You ever sat at a funeral surrounded by your family crying, holding an obituary that got your own name on it? That shit'll fuck you up.
Please, bro. Yo, talk to your nigga, bro.
That shit'll fuck you up. Right. I'm not just taking real life trauma to use it as filler. I'm actually talking directly to you, in fact, nigga. Because every day since then, all I can think about is if death was a person, you know what I would do to that nigga.
Like, absolutely incredible stuff. It just needs more recognition because it's just powerful. So powerful. Just big respect to the iBATTLE champion. You know, iBATTLE put in work this whole year. There's more iBATTLE names in this. Just bear with me. What a fucking great year. Before we go on the next one. Like, iBATTLE comfortably top 4, fighting for top 3. There's not a question that they're top 4. Not a question. Like, we used to say the top 3 leagues. We need to say the top 4 because iBATTLE, there's not iBATTLE above the Riot, above Bullpen, We Go Hard, all the leagues. I'm really comfortable in saying that all the leagues. iBATTLE is above them all, and then it's okay whatever order you have the top 3 in. Probably King of the Dot and then the fight for the top 2. But incredible year. iBATTLE have cemented themselves completely. It's no longer top 3, it's top 4. On to the next one. In at 18, Coffee Brown. Coffee Brown has put in work this year. Obviously her year didn't start well. She had the twerk battle. Her first battle back. Unbelievably difficult challenge to think you're going to just walk back into battle rap and go, you know what? I'm battling New Jersey twerk. That's nuts. Obviously there was the thing, and I have to mention it, about not battling way back in the league that I was at, down with Amity and whatnot. Is what is. League business and in battler business. It's not for me to be saying all this stuff about it. Hear them out. Conflicts of interest, just one of those things. But beating Geechee Gotti, yeah, the 40 bars battle, just putting in work the whole year, just nuts. It's nuts. And I think the big changing point to put her in the 20 was the battle versus Gemini. How do you come to the UK and have a debatable with the best in the UK? Absolutely fucking nuts. So respect to Coffee all the way, and it's good actually catching up with her. The what you call it? The face off or the interview that me Wax and I did, I think was probably a highlight of the year for me, that's just the way she was talking spicy. It's just fucking nuts. So, yeah, Coffee Brown is going in at 18. Oh, this one upsets me because this one, if handled correctly, this could have been top 10, top 5.
Go to work, you put in, no, you don't put in work, you go to work. Soon as you get off the stage, nigga, it's cops and robbers. EMTs ain't even in the game, nigga. We don't want to hear about you being a gauge gripper, spray niggas. No, you pull up, they send you to Addy, and you save niggas. You can get knocked out. Your name Foot, so hands with you not bout. Think I'm scared cause Foot. I said, you can get knocked out. Your name Foot, so hands with you not bout. Think I'm scared cause Foot swole, he got down. The mob
If they just took the hype, grabbed it, and just gave it money for more battles. Jerry West, like body of the year and potential battle of the year. Like, body DNA. Badly on Summer Madness. Summer Madness! The last person to do that was Tay-Rock, and that was 11 years ago. 9. Almost a decade ago, right? The last person to do that to him. Holy shit. Like, and the soundboard, you know, the dunks, Scorpion. Bro, like, just incredible stuff. The Foots battle, just bars, and you're putting the work on a new guy like that. Jerry West had everything, and if he had Tay-Rock when they were supposed to battle, he would probably be top 5. Ah! What the fuck, URL? Come on. Like, Jerry West's hype is dead again. Again, it's dead. You'll book him and we'll be excited, but the hype's gone. Amazing stuff from Jerry West. Let's on to the next one. Marv 1. Now, Marv 1 has been a sneaky one, and Marv 1's, I doubt Marv 1's going to be in many lists. Being real, I doubt it. So, Marv 1 really put in work. Like he rematched Disaster, had the Lunar Sea battle Lou Castro, and he's had other names involved in the Holmesy the God as well. He's put in work this year. Like, he's done amazing. Like, and I think I don't want to say he's in this position because there's been no hype towards it, or, you know, no one's really following his tracks, because he isn't doing this for people to follow his tracks at all. It's just, with him, he could have another body, another highlight reel, another, like for some reason there was nothing following Marv 1. Like, he was, I mean, Battle Lunar Sea, like, I mean, to the UK that's a big deal. That is a fucking big deal, but for some reason they just didn't give a fuck over in the US. They just didn't. There was barely any talk about it. Like, it puts our scene in perspective of what they care about and what we care about. We're really starting to see the separation in the scene between both sides of things. But man, Marv 1 really put in work. He really and he just needs more credit for that. Like, FEBOU, man. FEBOU has had the energy all year. Now, the shit that I've just said about Marv 1, about just doing the battles and people not really following, everyone is following what FEBOU does.
don't always talk about what they would have did until they're the ones that it happened to. Well, we saw what y'all did when y'all the ones that it happened to. You wasn't with Action Goof. That night Dracula turned to a bat and flew. You just held the door. Let's go.
You told Briz, everyone always talk about what they would have did until they the ones that it happened to. Well, we saw what y'all did when y'all the ones that it happened to. You wasn't with action, goof. That night Dracula turned to a bat and flew. You just held the door open for everyone scared of Kaale and Mook. You moved back and you left the people who was backing you. Chess got played, stepped up like a king and made an actual move. Sad but true. I guess leaving your group was easy. Is that what the captain do? I'm asking you.
Oh my God! I am already anticipating FEBOU versus Saga in 2024. That's gonna be fucking fire, right? I'm seeing the crumbs, and I'm following it. You know, with Thumbelina, I'm coming across, right? FEBOU, yeah, he lost to Death, the kid, lost the hair, but he had everything. Geechee, Tay-Rock, like Chilla, I think, Anderson Burris, like he's had just loads of battles this year. He's had loads of big names. He's had so much work, and he's deserved it because the hype he's developed in his battles, the interest that iBATTLE has gained. I know we'll laugh and joke and go, oh, FEBOU is FEBOU the face at iBATTLE and all that. But you know, he kind of is. He kind of, because he's the only one saying it, he kind of is. Obviously, OPPA's the champ, but like, I don't know if them two have battled. That would need to happen if they haven't. Like, I would have to go back and check that. Between that or like CGA and FEBOU, they I think have battled, but I don't know. There's just a lot of work to be given. A lot of work to be given to the people. Just keep up iBATTLE, because honestly, this name took a drop on my list very last minute, just after Christmas dropped. I think about 4 spaces, 4 maybe, 4, 5 possibly. I can't remember exactly. Ill Will prior to this had a great year. Prior to this very last second battle had an amazing year. You know, I think Hollow, you know, debatable there. Hitman, debatable there. You know, like, there was work to be had in his year. Big battles through it all, you know, and main eventing everything. You know, he even had the on-beat battle too. That he was putting in work in the year. And then Around the Circle versus Pain, and I don't know what happened. Ill Will just sort of didn't crumble because he did all his 3 rounds. I don't think he cared. Like, there wasn't the same energy that he had for the other battles, and that's totally understandable. Until he kicks your ass, like just like he did. Like Pain, boom, that was it. Bye bye. Like on Ill Will, one of the faces of RBE. That being said, I can't discredit his whole year. He's been amazing. It's just that one battle affected things. So just for him, he is down 14, which is disgusting. This guy dropped drastically too. He was in my top 5 because I knew the battles that he had. I knew what was coming, and I knew what the work that was happening. And then he has let me introduce him first. Emerson Kennedy. So, putting in work at the start of the year, just all these battles that are happening, he's just great performances, you know, and whether it was versus A-Ward, THESAURUS, there was a lot of work, and he was everything piling up. iBATTLE as well, and just I worried because he had all these other battles that he had done. The Geechee battle this year, because he's doing the whole leaving situation where he's away and he's done, right? This really hurts. So in the leaving situation, he's had likes of Disaster, Marv 1, he's had Twerk, Geechee, Arsenal, but only half of them battles have come out. J Mills, only half of them battles have come out. Only half. So how can I credit someone for battling in the year when half of the battles that put you in that top 5 spot for me aren't even released, aren't to the public, they're just in the vault. I can't put you anywhere higher than here. And then, oh, shout out my boy Crow. Shout out him, because Crow put the brakes on that shit. Oh, you gonna be top 5 champion of the year? Handbrake. You know, let's wait a second, because boy, Crow cooked them. Glad I wasn't there, because I would have been upset. Because Emerson, I'll always say it, he's my favourite battle rapper. I love his style. I love the abrasive, say the thing, and the what used to be a thing that people hated is what people are liking now, about the melody and the beat, the bounciness of Emerson's style, and like, he hasn't changed his style. People have caught up to that. And now he's... Sorry, I'm really trying to fight through the despair here. Now, this guy has had an important year.
Shows me that I'm doing enough. I got a decade career that still gets downplayed. They stupid as fuck. Like, I can't walk into this venue after you beat the Don and they souping you up and make you go from having a battery in your back to me pulling the plug. Your grave is done. All that effective shit you say is over. You couldn't last a round in URL. It's like you tricked and played the culture. He not who he say he is. So I'ma get the blade and poke you. Pay homage to the Greek with a sophisticated sculpture. If I told you, I knew a higher power. Would you fear him? Because every day I have a conversation with God in the mirror. Can I make it any clearer? I'ma soak him in blood soon as he crack a can of root beer. Open his mug. Homie is fucked. Homie is fucked. Looked at your resume once and I closed the files. Nothing to get into the Spider-Verse that you showed the crowd. Think you a kingpin because you spin shit on the web and you go for style? I had a Peter Parker Morales bar, but I canned it. I can go for miles, I'm a dog!
Number 12, Mike P. Now, I wish that Mike P had also happened because he would have been higher up the list, but it's one of those things. Mike P going the independent route is very powerful because his year has gone exponentially better being his own person, booking battles himself, controlling his business, which I think is a good thing for battle rappers. Own your business. Own your business. Like, it's hard to do, but once you start doing it, it becomes a lot easier. Just everything that he's had, like the Kid Chaos battle was super. Kid Chaos lost, Mike P won, but yeah. Oh, pardon me. But then going into THESAURUS, Rosenberg Raw, like all these other battles happening, like Don Marino, like he's had work this year. The Mad Flex battle as well before he became independent. Like, he's had work this year, man, and the fact that he went independent to do it and is probably going to be the highest he's ever been in Champion of the Year says something. It says something. So, number 11 and the last one of this video. Now, you feel like you're going to say, should be higher, done all this great stuff in this year. Go ahead. My jaw's right there. Punch your monitor, punch your phone, whatever you're watching it on. A Ward is at 11. A Ward is at 11. There we go. Okay. So, the reason why A Ward is at 11, he's had great battles this year. Avar battle, Real Sick battle, great battles. Big K battle was such a humbling battle. And after the Big K battle, There was just, in the Vixen body, great performance there. There was just, you know, some lower name battle rappers as well that probably didn't need to take on. I think the Shuffle T, Loso, Marlo, that 2-on-2 situation, that would have helped him a lot, but didn't do it. Is what it is. Just everything included in awards. You have to include everything. That start of the year was such a dramatic start that coming to the end of the year, if he had an exemplary year after the Real Sick and Aver performances, he had some more afterwards. Yeah, Jolly G, you're on the next video, buddy, but you're not, because it just put in work, but it just doesn't enough to recover from that performance that Big K had on you. Just wasn't enough. But respect to A-Ward. That is the first part. That's the honorable mentions, 2211. Next video is going to be the other part, the big important part, you know, who should win, why, all that stuff. But these lists are so fucking hard. These lists are so hard. The UK guy who I have is UK Battle of the Year. He'd be probably 15, 16. I think he would be about that spot. I would say that, like I'm not spoiling it, but would be around about there, because there's a lot of work been done this year. Salute everyone. Speaking of that, the UK GoFundMe will be here. Champion of the Year. They've had thousands of pounds donated to them. Bless the GoFundMe for the UK, man. Do it one time, eh? Cammygbr.